Hi, everybody. Welcome to another listen along. I'm your host, William. I'm also the drummer for Glass Beach, and today I am joined by Kay of Spring Silver. So thanks for being here, Kay.
Hi, nice to
Y-
be here. I'm very excited.
yeah, I'm super stoked. This is a new album, so if you haven't heard it yet, chat or anybody, if you're watching this on YouTube, that kind of thing, I'm excited for you to hear it. And if you have heard it, I'm excited for you to hear it again and hear Kay talk about it and me gush about it, you know? So if you've never been to one of these before, basically we're doing album commentary. So let me pull up here. Got this little window. First, generally I like to visit the band's website or Bandcamp, but I've been having trouble with that window, so I'm just going to encourage you to visit the Bandcamp. Kay has a wonderful music video that's like right at the top on there, and also there's merch, and that's where you can find the album and everything. You can type exclamation point listen in the Twitch chat, and the first link will be a Bandcamp link to Spring Silver, and the second link is going to be the Spotify links to this album that we're listening to today. So if you use that streaming provider, then you can just go right to it. But with that in mind, here I gotta fix just one thing really quick before I continue here. Um, Let me just get that to right about there. Okay. All right. Uh, then, with that in mind, like I said, we will open a streaming provider. I will not be playing the music live on stream, so you will be in charge of pulling up the album however you want to listen to it, and then you'll wait for a 3, 2, 1 go. That wasn't it, but that's what it's going to sound like, and you'll hit play on go with me so that we will be synced up. We've got Alt on Twitch here in the chat. Hello. Hi, I saw that you said that you would actually be able to catch this one, so that makes me happy. Yeah. And again, exclamation point listen in the chat if you're watching this on Twitch will take you to the Bandcamp and the Spotify link. Again, you can use the Green Music app, you can use the Fruit with the bite taken out of it, you can use Tidal, Deezer, whatever you listen to it. Just make sure that your transitions, like if you have smooth transitions like crossfades turned on, turn those off. If you have it on shuffle or whatever, make sure that it's not on shuffle, and we should all have a good time. So, with that out of the way, I guess I should do this. I do have a bit.ly for all of the listen alongs that I've done so far. It's bit.ly/listen along YT, capital L, capital A, capital YT, and that will take you to a playlist. Because all of these, after I do them, they go to the second Glass Beach channel on YouTube. And you can find that again with bit.ly/listen along YT, capital L, capital A, capital YT. And if you want to know when I'm doing these, because it is kind of sporadic now, because booking people is kind of hard, then you can, if you have Twitter, you can follow Twitter. I have @_listen along. And I promise I won't retweet a bunch of other stuff. I will only like let you know when these go up on YouTube and let you know when I have a guest and like when they're gonna come on. So you can check that out. And I will now take us to where you can see Kay. Are you ready, Kay? Great. Here we go. And of
Hi,
course, sorry, there's a little thing screwed up, but hello, Kay.
I'm nervous. What is it?
It's your, there you go. There's your Bandcamp. It,
Oh,
the
cool. Okay.
I had your photo from your Bandcamp pulled up and it just had disappeared. But it's okay. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. This isn't your first like music release, but it is like your first big, right?
Yeah, yeah, it is, isn't it? I it's the wheels are in motion. I think. But my first album. This is my second album. My first album, The Natural World, was released August. I want to say August 2019, and yeah, since then a lot has happened. But I've stuck with Spring Silver, and I've stuck with making music, and I'm happy to be here and showing off these new tunes, or at least newly released.
Yeah. I mean, how long have some of them been in the back burner, do you think?
So the the instrumental Light Tread Um, the main riff at least, the ba-da-da-da-da, which you'll all hear eventually. That I think is from 2017. I think that's from like either my like freshman or sophomore year in college. Um, yeah, at least that's what the like demo folder where I recorded it says,
Sure.
which it checks out because I was playing like Undertale at the time, and the demo's name was Undertale-ish Melody. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I do that same thing when I like write riffs and stuff. Um I'll be like I have a couple songs that are like called like Jeff Rosenstock ish or something.
yeah. That's probably that's like one of the ideal ways to like name a demo. I don't like it when people just like come up with a pun that's irrelevant, and then you're like, okay, what is this gonna sound like? And then you listen to it, and it's like a sad song, and you're like, oh, I didn't I didn't know that. I forgot.
Yeah. I mean, it's also nice to like name stuff so you can kind of remember what it is because like there are times where I mean like Jay will name Glass Beach demos just pretty absurd stuff. And then when I'm trying to talk to like the band about it, I'm like, oh yeah, I really liked this new demo of like, and then I'm just like, I don't know, the one that goes like, da, 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 like or whatever. I'm just like,
And they're
it's
like,
this
no,
one.
say the demo name.
They're like,
Say the name.
say the name, and there's like six. It's like two unexplainable words and like six digits and a couple of like characters, and I'm like, I don't know how to put that into words. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I should confess, I do that, except it's the opposite sometimes, where it'll just be like funky time, and then there'll be another one called like funkiest time, and they're just two entirely different songs.
Oh
So I'll be
no.
like, oh, okay, yeah, what's funky time?
That's like naming video file or like or when you're trying to deliver a video file or something to someone or an audio file, I suppose, and you go like final, the real final.
Final underscore.
Yeah.
That's what I did with. I mean, we'll get to Oh Christie, but there's like, I had the lyrics for Oh Christie, and I was like, I need to put this to like a song, and so I kept on naming songs like Oh Christie, and then I'd be like, that's not it. This isn't the right one. So like, eventually it would just be like, I think the folder says like Oh Christie real version, or just something like that, just
Of
to make it.
course.
Yeah,
Just so you know, it's like
yeah,
this is
just
the
so
one.
even though
The,
I'll be like, is it the real version, or is it just they just call it
or
that?
you'll have real version, and then after you'll name one like okay, no, but like Oh Christie actual, or
Actual real
something,
version. Yeah.
actual real version. Yeah, I do that stuff all the time. We got Quintron 3000 here in the Twitch chat saying woo to 13 months. Excited for the stream. Thank you for the one tier sub and thank you for 13 months. That's amazing.
Rock and
Wow.
roll.
Well, I'm gonna give chat and anybody watching or listening, and again, I mean, like, if this will go up on YouTube afterwards, not like literally after today. I'm like kind of behind on that because I have to actually like take some stuff out of the Hecra stream that I did, and that is like actually having to do. Usually, I'm just like I take the VOD, I put it up, and I use the YouTube like trimming tool to cut off the beginning and cut off the end. To make sure that the like wait screen and the end screen aren't there, and then I just whoop, I upload it, I make a little thumbnail, and I'm like, it's done. So actually having to go in and like mute a couple sections of the Hecra stream, I'm just like, I'll get to it, and then I don't, and so I have the Hecra stream on back log. I have the Topiary
That's big.
Creatures
Wow.
stream, yeah, from
So
before.
is that.
Yeah, and then I'll have yours that will also not go up soon.
Cool.
And then next week, if all is well, I'm having stomach book on, so that'll be fun too. Yeah. All right. So Twitch chat, YouTube people watching or whatever, this is your moment. Pull up your streaming provider. Get everything going again. Exclamation point! Listen along in the chat. Listen along! Exclamation point! Listen in the chat. We'll bring up the Spring Silver Bandcamp, and it will also have a Spotify link if that is how you listen to things. That has the album. Thank you, Quintron. And if you listen a different way, just look it up. I have the time and the patience here, just like a little while. We can chat for a second while you do that.
I'm using a SoundCloud personally.
Yeah, great.
on my SoundCloud.
And then and the album is called I Could Get Used to This. I have it in the title of the stream, I think. No, it might have been the live notification. But it's called I Could Get Used to This. That's the name of the album by Spring Silver. I saw a video of you performing recently. I think
Oh
on
yeah,
your
which one?
Twitter. It was one where you were ripping a fucking tight solo.
Which one?
Yeah, good point.
I that was probably the album release show. That was our first show in like since December or November. That was a lot of fun. That was with Monica. You should get Monica on here. You should get
Oh
Devin
my gosh,
to
yes, I
do a
should.
listen along. Yeah,
Yeah, that the Monica just released an album.
yeah, like a week ago or less, something like that.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm doing the art direction for the visual arts. Like I'm doing the album cover and all that stuff. So I have to like after the stream, I think I'm gonna like format it for vinyl. So
Whoa!
spoilers, I guess. Like maybe I shouldn't say that.
Spoilers! Whoa!
But yeah.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh. What a little spill we just had.
Yeah.
I mean, these days, like, I just assume everybody has vinyl unless they tell me otherwise. That's how I feel.
I will tell you otherwise. I do not have vinyl. Hopefully soon though. Hopefully.
Hmm. Well, vinyl
If
productions, like we put in an order to re up the first Glass Beach album, like maybe 9 months ago at this point.
oh shit.
Yeah, and that still hasn't come out. So,
Well, if the
well,
major labels heed Jack White's advice,
what
and
was Jack White's advice?
Jack White released this video on YouTube that was like, I'm imploring the three majors, which are like, I don't know, Warner, Columbia, and Sony, I think, something like
Probably.
that. And he was like, you have to reopen your vinyl production plans because it's not a fad, it's not going away. You gotta, yeah,
Oh
you have to
yeah,
become the providers again, that would be wild if they decided to. I don't know if they will, but
yeah, yeah. I also like. I remember an article that came out a bit ago. I don't know how much weight this has or anything, but like there's something like there's a material that goes into vinyl production that like is not a replenishable resource or something, or it's like kind of hard to get. And I mean,
I mean, I believe that for sure.
yeah, the way I see that though is that like it's not going to stop vinyl from being made. It's just going to change the way vinyl is made. I guess maybe. I mean, like I'm sure someone
I
could
mean,
figure it. I mean, we can frickin' read the ridges of like trees and stuff. I think we could figure something out.
yeah, I imagine we can make an eco-friendly version of vinyl.
Yeah, that would be
But
great.
then again, yeah, leaving that up to the three major labels to do that, I don't know if I trust them.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, cool. Well, I think we're at a good spot to start here pretty quick. Are there any last things you want to say? Any way you want to bring people into the album, or do we just want to go for it and talk during it, talk after?
Um, yeah, so are we also gonna talk during the tune? Let me
Yes.
turn down my headphones so I can, or turn down the volume on SoundCloud. What am I doing here? Okay, good to go.
Cool.
Yeah, this first song is called Little Prince. Uh, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so this is I'm gonna start this up really quick. Let me grab mine. I hope you've all opened your streaming providers because we're about to do it. Yeah, this is I Could Get Used to This by Spring Silver. First song is Little Prince. And we're gonna listen to it in its entirety, no stopping. We'll be talking on top of it. It'll all be great. And then we'll talk afterwards if there's anything you feel like you wanted to say that you missed or anything like that.
And it's gonna be on go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yep. 3, 2, 1, go. On go. You'll hit play and we'll be good.
All right,
All
cool.
right. All right, chat. All right, YouTube audience. All right, Kay.
All right, gamers.
All right, gamers. Let's do it. Okay. Three, two, one, go. I love this riff so much.
Thank you. Thanks. It like this riff kind of reminds me of like a Muse song. Like it's very
Yes.
like
Yes.
it's like back when Muse was like really like shredding, you know, like Origin of Symmetry type stuff.
A great vocal on this chorus, too.
Thank you. Thanks.
Do, 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 do. Wow. Yeah. Very, very Muse vibes. I super hear that.
Someone mentioned Queens of the Stone Age,
Mm.
which I also get that for sure.
So,
Oh,
how
Petey.
many of the instruments did you play on the record?
So I played what I play. I played the guitar, the bass. I think I played all the guitar. I don't think there's any. I'm trying to think if there's any guitar that's not me. Probably not. But I played. I think I played all the bass on this one too. I gotta look up the credits now. Um, this is like I programmed the drums for this, but there's also some live drumming. Um, there's the drumming on this is definitely a mix of different people on this album. Same with the vocals. And then the synths are all like software based, like program synths, as opposed to like even like a sort of MIDI thing. Not really.
That bass distortion is so dirty.
Right? Yo, I said this to someone one time and they were like, there's not enough bass. And I was like, what? Like I guess bass guitar? Like, I don't I don't even know what to say to that. Not enough bass guitar.
You know, it's interesting. Like in the scene, like the indie kind of. I this sample too. Very fun.
It was a
Uh,
New Year's Eve at a UMBC.
but you're filling a very interesting space in our scene. I think because you're almost going like a more straight up like rock fusion kind of route where I feel like people are not doing rock like straightforward anymore.
Word. Yeah. I don't I I was just gonna say I love rock, which is true, but it's that was gonna be ours. I love rock. I love to rock.
I love to
But I
rock. There's there's the snip. I'll take that. Put it on Twitter. Here's the teaser.
It's
I
been
love
said
rock. I
that
love to rock.
rock and roll ain't noise pollution. Um, no, I don't know. I There's something about like especially 90s production, like sort of like sort of big studio 90s production of like guitars and like basic like just like oh let me restart. I really love when people have like a very very like I don't know, just attention to detail when it comes to guitar production and production in general. But and I feel like the 90s and like the early 2000s were kind of the golden age for that, which I mean obviously, you know, people are going to talk about like the 70s and stuff like that, but like I feel like it's all of that stuff plus the technological advancements and like kind of a dedication to making it sound like the best kind of like live performance you've ever heard, you know, where it's
Sure.
like you get the just the volume, but also you get a sort of like pristine quality. And like I that's something that I'm really going for, I think, with it's you can't it's kind of irreplaceable. I feel like when you hear something that's like really like just like hits you, you can't like replicate that with anything else if
Yeah.
that's not too vague.
No, I know. I mean, like some of my favorite like guitar production, like hilariously, has been in. I mean, like stuff like early Fallout Boy or that kind of thing. Like I think of even like Britney Spears, Avril Lavigne, like some Backstreet Boys songs. Like they have some like really huge, like just gritty guitars in there.
Which Britney Spears songs
Oh, I mean,
would you
like
say is
Toxic has like a great guitar tone, like that kind.
banana? Yeah,
Yeah,
Toxic, that is a perfect song. Like, and that's I feel like on this album especially and on this song was like me kind of trying to make just like a sort of heavy like pop song, just like a bubblegum pop song that's heavy. And like that's yeah, that was my goal is like specifically with this song, I think.
yeah,
And
Fetch. I
yeah.
mean, I like the like kind of like trap hi hat stuff at the beginning too.
Yeah, also Fetch as well. Oh wait, are we still playing?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were gonna pause in between.
Oh no, sorry.
No
Yeah, I
problem.
saw Violence just started.
All right, bet.
No, no, yeah, we just talk on top of it the whole time.
True. Okay.
Sorry about that.
Let me know like right when I saw violence is done, and I will start my feelings on the matter.
Okay. Well, so we're listening to I Saw Violence right now. It's a 4 minute song. It's like we're 34, 35 seconds in, 36 seconds in. Um, if you just want to go 45 seconds in right now, you would get it.
All right, I'm on 48. Is that good?
I just hit for 50, 51, 52. Yeah. Okay, we should be
All
fine.
right.
Sorry. Yeah, I play through the whole album. But yeah, it
No,
probably
I knew that. That's on me. I just it slipped my mind.
it's all
Fool
good.
I am.
And that's for anyone else like watching or listening along as well on YouTube. Or I have the timestamp below. You can see what song we're listening to, and you can see where we are in the song. So if you get off or if something gets screwed up, you can just like pick it up there. There's a little bit of this one. I Saw Violence that like this one just like seems very reverby compared to the rest. There's a lot more space going on for this one that I
Word.
like a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah.
That's like I feel like either like kind of like overblown distortion or very spacey like guitar textures are like sort of the two things that I'm kind of reaching for. I think, at least in like recent past, is like someone who's like been interested in like guitar texture and stuff like that. That's especially so it's the two sides of shoegaze basically.
Mm.
Yeah, Daniel, my friend Daniel San did some orchestrated some live strings for this, which woo.
I also really love the lyric here that that just happened. I saw a man in a civil debate of a fist to a face.
Thank you. Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, I like the irony of that. Mhm.
Some more excellent guitar work.
Thank you. Yeah, that's like I just like set up the pedal chain and then like was just noodling around and then like spliced it like all the best parts together to make like a super solo.
Yeah, it's like some of those like glitch solos. It reminds me of those.
Oh, like the Tosin Abasi sort of
Yeah.
word. Yeah, this one I on this album I spent a lot more time on like synth work and like sort of synth programming stuff, which I'm really happy about.
And this one is my feelings on the matter.
Yeah, this one I was like trying to sort of make like an Ed Banger Records song, but just like I guess spacier maybe.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you've almost got this like really slow tempo like disco beat going
Yeah,
on. Yeah,
yeah, that like sort of like Justice Cross kind of stuff.
great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I knew this song would like work more or less when like I showed it to my friend and the arpeggio started and they were like, "Oh!" So I was like, "Okay, good to go."
Yeah, that's how I felt the first time I heard it. I did. And also it's a great like arpeggio line too, the chords like that it follows.
Yeah,
Very exciting.
I probably like wrote that on the guitar, like just made the chords and then like just parsed them out in the synths. I like that part. It does make me laugh though. It's like someone saying squiddly, squiddly, squiddly. It's like strong bad doing the go squiddly, go squiddly.
You mix this stuff, right?
I mixed it with my friend Ananth,
Oh, okay.
same as the natural world.
Yeah, there's like really fun like side chaining stuff going on this one.
Word, yeah, for sure. This is like it's an interesting thing where it's like trying to be like super compressed, like that kind of like 2000s electro stuff, but then there's also like the reverb guitar, like kind of 2 amp guitar stuff going on. And it's like kind of a marriage of that. And then there's like the chain smokers ending or whatever.
Now, how do you pronounce this? Is it Seymour's stop?
um, I think it's Seymour. It's based on when I was doing Meals on Wheels delivery, there was someone on my route named spelled Seymour, and I think it's
But
I
pronounced
don't really know
Seymour.
actually.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to remember. I don't know.
Also, I love this intro. Like the riff and everything.
Thank you.
This might be my favorite song on the album, honestly.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Thank you. It's probably like one of the more understated ones, so I'm glad that.
Is that's your friend with the strings again?
That's JB from Prior Panic, actually.
Oh, okay.
And then later on the string arrangements, so I got best of both worlds, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is so good. Yeah, the string arrangements in the back there. It just opens up the whole song.
Yeah, that one's neat because it's like both like kind of warped. I think JB playing like through a bunch of effects that I put on, and then also like the rest of the song kind of like vocoded so and like pitched up so it sounds like just a mass of like sound and you're like what is that. I should probably be more mysterious about what I'm doing on these songs. Like who knows what I did.
Yeah, you're like, wow, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Only those who were there could know, possibly.
For most of it was just me in my room, so we'll never really know.
So you were saying that this was a stop of yours?
Yeah, so I would go from like place to place delivering the meals, and there was Seymour, and yeah, he was a stroke victim, and or it is I hope he's still with us, but he was yeah, just like living in a really rough place, and like I was like I guess I was talking to like Meals on Wheels about it and like what was going on with that, and it seemed like it was kind of out of their hands a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's Oh Christie, the one that we were talking about before the listen started. Oh Christie, actually real.
Christy Noam, the the person of concern in my life. Politician of concern.
Yeah, another great riff.
Thank you.
Is this the one you have the music video for?
Not yet. Little Prince has a video, and
Little Princess.
I'm thinking of making a lyric video for this one.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because for some reason my brain was like, I've seen visuals to this. I know I have.
Word.
Guess not.
It's got single potential, I suppose. Video potential. Yeah, that's my friend Marco on drums. Absolute beast. But also Jiraiya on the high harmony.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
There's like the vocals are like a kind of mix where it's like me, Sam from Mr. Goblin, and then Jiraiya all kind of like.
Oh, amazing. It's funny. Quintron in the chat said the drummer's going off, and that they were also. I was gonna say I was getting some Jiraiya vibes.
Hey.
Moving. What is it? And this is a good breakdown, like for this like bridge section here. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice to have a breakdown in a Spring Silver song. Disrespect your surroundings.
Excellent. This one is
Thank
Plead
you.
Insanity. Did you just cut off a beat?
Um, how do you mean?
I just mean like in the song, like doing like four and then three instead. It felt like your vocal came in like early in like a cool way, but maybe I just heard it wrong.
The riff is kind of like I don't know what the term is for it, but it's kind of like uneven, despite the fact that it's always in
It's
four
okay.
four. So it kind of
I
has that
gotcha.
like ebb and flow.
That makes sense. This song and a few other ones also give me some real like Roswell Kid vibes. You familiar with them?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm actually I actually am playing drums on this song, and like one of the songs that I always practiced to on drums was well what's the big Roswell Kid song, like the really big
Wendy's
one.
Trash Can.
Um, I'm just gonna look it up real quick, actually.
Yeah, because there's Wendy's Trash Can. There's
The one that's on Too Shabby.
oh the one from Too Shabby. Okay,
Yeah, Kangaroo Pocket.
yeah.
And the especially when they do it live, the drummer always does that like the thing here. It's so satisfying to play.
Oh, who's the backup vocalist here?
So that I'm not singing here. It's just Barty Strange and Sadie Dupree doing the vocals.
Wait.
And then
Oh,
it's
it's
back to
not
me.
you.
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
now
so that for the bridge.
you're just sneaking Bartiz in there.
Yeah. Got to get a Bartiz and Stat 13 in the mix for the bridge.
That's great. I saw his credit on your Bandcamp page, and I was like, vocals. I was like, where's this happening? Because I'd listened to the album. I was like, I don't remember hearing Bartiz Strange.
They I wouldn't say that we really sing that uh similarly, but it works so well. I don't know. It like blends, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
But also yeah, they're both like very like versatile singers, so
Mm-hmm.
it just works. It's my like CD-ROM outro.
Whew.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you as well. Thrice.
Uh, and this one is Light Tread.
The instrumental cut.
Yeah, bringing it down to acoustic for first time on the record so far. Just did you think that everyone needed a little bit of a palate cleanse?
Um, yeah. Also, yeah, I was just like, I feel like I need to put this on the album because I'm very fond of it. So I was like,
Yeah.
gotta put it in where it fits. Some of the chiptune stuff you hear is done by my friend Harlow, who just released a is like about to release a video game called Tink and the Final Phone Chord. So everyone who watches this, check out TYNK and the Final Phone Chord.
Yeah, I
It's gonna be
will.
it's gonna be ballin'. Oh my god, it's the final phono record. Up until now, I thought it was phone chord. It's phono record, like phonograph. What a fool. Okay, Tink in the final phono record. Oh my god.
And this is set up a camera, which I think is I heard this a long time ago, didn't I?
Yeah, this and Plead Insanity were released, I think, in 2020 and 2021, early 2021, respectively. But I always wanted them to be on albums, so I'm glad I got to sort of like reconfigure them a little bit to put them in here.
Yeah, I remember the chorus for Set Up a Camera fucking goes.
Yeah.
I love the chorus for this song.
Thank you. Cool.
Oh,
There are so many fucking layers on this on this course. There's so many. Yay. It's ridiculous.
that little noodly guitar part at the end. This whole section. Where did you get this? Where did you?
um, yeah, I was like, what's the most blasphemous collection of things I can That's what I was like, I should put this out because it's just ridiculous. Gotta put this out early. What's your cat's name, by the way?
Tig.
Hi, Tig. Tig's like, who's that? Who? What?
Yeah, he. Yeah, he heard me say his name.
Yeah, I saw him go like.
And okay, and this one is "Call It Strength."
This is another song where the riff like quite early, and I like wrote it and recorded it all kind of in one kind of like just slot of time.
Mm. Yeah, and this is the last song.
Yes, the epic closer.
I have this idea that yeah, we're introducing some piano here. Um,
Yeah, that's Matthew Gatwood from he was in 2-Inch Astronaut. Now I think he played drums in Barty's band for a while. But check out Gat World, his project.
um, with closers, I think about like they're either a really extreme come down from the album or they are like the big like finale. Um, and of course, like people, oftentimes people will like to like mix those two, where they're like, "Here we go." It's like we gotta
Yeah,
soften it, and this is like a good example. I think like it's also this song is like it is hilarious that it's almost 6 minutes long because I looking at it right now is the first time I've noticed.
oh yeah, it just like because it that's good, right?
Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I tried to make it it was a little bit longer and there were some parts that lagged, and me and Ananth were kind of like, I think there's some stuff we could just kind of take out, but as long as it still has the like power ballad vibe.
This synth here, this low synth, do 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 be boo de do boo de do do. Like I love the tone of that synth.
Word, thank you. That's also. Oh wait, I should be mysterious. I don't know what it is.
You don't have to tell me anything.
Is it a synth? Maybe Maybe it's a maybe it's not.
That's the we got a microphone really close to my eyelids, and that's me blinking.
Yeah, giving butterfly kisses to the Sure mic.
Yeah, I like this song for like how much of its time it takes. It's like it doesn't drag. But it's like really taking the time to build the sections, and I think that's really important.
Word. Yeah. I I feel like on this album especially, I was trying to go for concise songs, but I was like, I can't like sacrifice any like space that feels like it needs to be there. But like, I mean, yeah. In contrast, like the first album has like what like half of the songs are like above 5 minutes. There's like a 10 minute one. There's like a 7 minute one. There's like all this stuff, and I was like, I gotta maybe parse it down a little bit. In the
That
back,
really
you can hear.
distorted vocal. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love one o tricks, so I had to do some sort of like just, nah. In the back, you can hear Dylan Baldy doing the like on the like saxophone, which I'm so glad it worked with the like sort of the guitar tone on this. Like it just blends so well. I'm so
Oh
glad.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
and there it is.
And there it is. And my streaming provider wanted to send me right back to set up a camera.
Just can't get enough.
Can't get enough. I mean, it might be the one that I played the most anyway. So,
Word.
well, yeah, that was great. Hell yeah.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. Yeah. I'm so glad you got to be on to do this. When you were like talking about releasing an album, when you were like building up to it and you released a single and you had the music video out, I was like, I was sitting here like, okay, how long should I wait? It's like I
No,
should buy.
just
I'm like I
don't
should
wait at
probably
all.
listen to. I should listen to the album first, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose you could listen to
Yeah,
it.
whatever. I mean, like at some
Could
point
be a
with
live
certain
react. Hey.
artists, yeah, live react. Yeah, my first time. Yeah, could you imagine if I did one of these, like having never listened to an album before and like listened to it live with the artist, and I'm just like, wow, this is
Is this a guitar here?
um, yeah. Oh look, ooh, there's some kick drum. There it is.
How long is this? 5, 3, 10 minutes, 2 minutes? I know. I don't know.
I don't know. We got people giving you applause in the chat.
Oh, cheers. Thank you.
Yeah, Quintron and Arugalin.
Thank you,
sitting in here.
Quentron 3000 and Arugulin.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks to anybody who was able to make it through the whole thing here today. If not, if you caught a little bit of it, but you didn't get to catch the whole thing, I mean, you're not here right now, but if you're watching on YouTube, hopefully you do. Hopefully you watch it on YouTube. If you want to return to this ever and hear Kay's thoughts and along with the album and everything, then just plop this on and put on the record and have a good time. You can, of course, listen to the record without listening to this as well, but whatever floats your boat, it'll all be on YouTube on the Second Class Beach channel, and you can find that and all the other stuff that I've done again with bit.ly/listen along YT, capital L, capital A, capital YT. Actually, I might be able to put that in the chat. Let me see. Did you have something you wanted to say, Kay?
Yeah, so for the YouTube upload, do you actually put the song in, or is that
Nope.
up to the folks?
No, they have to sync up to it again. I don't put the music in.
Ah, word.
It is all to like I eventually in the long run it will just help with like copyright stuff altogether. Like
Very true.
yeah, I mean like say like you blow up and like you sign with this just a huge label and then they license all of your previous albums and suddenly out of nowhere I'm getting like copyright strikes and yeah.
I
Uh,
should do a jawbreaker thing where I just like right now say like I'm never gonna sign, never, ever. So what I do, people are
you don't have
like,
to worry about me.
you don't you don't even have to worry about anything, any sort of lawsuit, any sort of thing like that.
I just put the link in the chat. Hopefully that works. But and again, exclamation point listen in the chat will bring you to Spring Silver Bandcamp and also the Spotify link for this album as well. I encourage you wherever you're listening to this on, if you're doing it on again the Fruit with the Bite taken out of it or the Green Music app or wherever. If it allows you to, I think all streaming providers do follow Spring Silver. Like click the follow button, follow, because then it like I'll tell you what there have been times, and I follow all the artists that I listen to on like social media and stuff, but I still like will miss. I mean, I think about like Samia and Jimmy both had released things that I somehow missed on social media, and the next time I opened my music app, because I follow them, a little thing came up and it was like, "Hey, new releases from these people," and I was like, "Okay, great, this is good. This app does one good thing."
Despite all the other concerning things, you can and know when someone.
Yeah,
That's
so I
why I'm
encourage
always
you.
like, should I make another post about it? No, they already know. I'm like, no. There's like, it's impossible for everyone to be up to date 1,000%, 100.
We
It's
we
always
will
slipping through the
do
cracks.
we will do full like campaigns where it's like one we are just posting about one thing, like for the entirety of the 2 full weeks. And then, oh, like tour, for example. When we did our US tour back in November, our full US, I mean, like we were posting about it constantly,
And you
like
changed
leading up.
your title on Twitter and everything.
Yeah, leading up to it. Yeah, everything. I mean, like everything, all of our Twitch streams, we talked about it. I was all over Twitter, Instagram, like everything. We made like a YouTube video about it. I mean, you could not go to anything involving it. I mean, and our on Spotify, we even put like we're touring. Here's the dates and all that stuff. Like months leading up to it, we're like selling the tickets. We have the ticket links. We're like talking about like COVID regulations and like whether or not it's actually going to happen and like how to make it safe. And we do the whole tour, and then we get back from tour, and I'm looking at social media and I like put a post out that was like, "Hey, thanks, tour was amazing. Like, here's some photos and stuff from it. It was great." And there were people in it that were like, "What? Oh, what? You were on tour? You just came to my city?" And I'm just like, "I'm so sorry. I just like don't know what else to do to get you here. I'm so sorry."
Walk to your door and knock on your door and say, "It's tour time. We're here."
Yeah, I mean, it feels like that's what has to happen. It feels we just have to every city we're gonna tour in, we have to like give ourselves, we're gonna play a show. We have a week leading up to it, and we just like door knock for the entire the week leading up to it. We door knock. We're like, hey, come to our show. Also, like, vote for this person. I don't know, whatever. We'll look up the politicians in the area. It was like, okay, we'll get this
Also, keep
person
my
elected.
mixtape.
We'll play a show.
I
We're
like.
handing them like pamphlets for politicians, and like our CD is inside of it, or like a flash drive with like the album on it.
I have like half of mine. I think I will do this for Richmond, but I like have half of mine to just like go along the East Coast or wherever it's feasible and just like put up posters of the album. Like not even for tour. Like we're gonna go on tour in like July, but like just like have posters wherever they'll have them, wherever they're available, like in CD stores or something. Just like go from town to town, just being like, okay, can I put this up? Because like I did that. Like I visited my aunt in Portland around the time, like I think to Christmas 2019, and I would put up posters, and like it didn't not do anything. Like I think I got a few people in like Portland and Seattle being like, huh. So that's my like nationwide tour, just like putting up posters places.
You do a tour beforehand where it's just you putting up posters, and then you do a
Yeah,
tour after where you play.
yeah, and nobody notices either. It doesn't register, and they're like, "Oh, how did I miss this?"
Yeah. We got Overzealous here in the chat said the record was really cool. Loved the variety and the use of electronics. Yeah, and that's my friend Austin. Austin comes to a lot of these listen-alongs, and yeah,
Thank
he
you,
a
thank you
big
for the
music
kind
lover.
words.
And then he said, "Pretty effed up that Glass Beach went to my city without me knowing about them." To be fair, Austin hadn't heard of us yet, so that's an
Messed up if
exception.
true. Messed up moment.
Yeah, and then Quintron says, "What's a Glass Beach? Never heard of him." We have a joke. Could you imagine? Like, I mean, this has happened. Like, Austin is like one of them, but like people who like watch our Twitch but don't listen to our music. I think that would be so funny.
Maybe at some point. There's this podcast that I listen to that's like the side podcast of like two very like major podcasts that I don't listen to. It's like it's this new metal podcast called the POD Cast, and like the two hosts are on like way right, and
That's a
with the
great name.
cast with the K too. Good shit. And like they're always talking about like their podcasts that are like, oh, and we're those are like the big deal, and like we just do this for fun, and like I'm like, yeah, I don't listen to those other two. I probably should, but like I'm just here for the new metal, for you guys to kind of like offhandedly talk about new metal for an hour. So I mean,
Wow,
you never know.
it's true. It's true. Yeah. Wow. Is there anything else you want to say about? I mean, well, you said you're going to be going on tour in July. Is there? Well, I mean, everything permitting, you're going on tour in July.
Yeah.
Uh, you have thoughts on like eventually attempting to do vinyl, and then what else do you have anything else you want to plug or like talk about the record?
Sure. I hope everyone here continues to listen to it, or enjoyed this listen anyway. Um, I could just talk about upcoming shows, I suppose.
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
the 24th, next Thursday, we're opening for Claude at Union Stage in DC. So if you're in the DC area, you can come check that out. I don't know if there are still tickets available, but on 420, uh,
Plays it.
ew, we're opening for Delta Sleep, also in DC.
Yeah. Delta Sleep. Very cool.
Yeah, math moment at Songbird. Um, yeah, I'm gonna make a sort of posting about upcoming shows and tours and stuff. But I mean, in July we're gonna be in Raleigh, Richmond, Baltimore, Philly, New York City, Boston, Hartford. I think Hartford, if not somewhere in Connecticut. I think so. But I mean, we're always playing shows on the East Coast, and hopefully also elsewhere in
Yeah.
the future. But yeah, the Spring Silver is the name of the project. Yeah, rock and roll.
Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Great. Well, I think I'll take us out then. I'll go back to the screen where they can't see you. They'll still be able to hear you, but here we go. It's just me now. Thanks everybody for being here, spending a bit of your Saturday with us, listening to this great record. Again, I encourage you to follow Spring Silver on whatever music provider you are listening to the record on. Click that follow button. Also, I mean, if you use social media, Twitter, Instagram, that stuff, Spring Silver is on there. So I would suggest doing that as well so you don't miss when they have stuff going on, like shows or more music or anything like that. I do these listen alongs sporadically now. They're usually on Saturdays at noon Pacific, but I do have one next weekend, which is Stomach Book, with their self-titled album Stomach Book, which is very good, and I'm excited to do that one as well. So hopefully you return and listen to that. And then I don't really have anyone else booked. I'm supposed to have Oceanator on at some point. Uh, I think we're waiting for the album to come out because I wanted to do the previous album, but it's like Elise has so much more music coming out now that we're just like, we'll just do that one instead, I guess, which is great. And then Gully Boys, I am trying to have on. They were supposed to come on, but then there was like a conflict with their tour that they did before, and their van getting stolen and everything. So eventually, hopefully, I can get them on too, because I do really like their EP that they released last year. I think it was last year at this point. Yeah, it must have been. Okay, cool. That's it. So have a good rest of your week, everybody, and I'll see you for Stomach Book. And if you're watching this on YouTube, have a good time whenever that is. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go to the end screen. I'll say bye to you off stream, Kay, and I'll say bye to all of you, audience, on stream. Goodbye, I say.